Welcome back to Enchanted Learning. It's me Benazir Khalid. So this class is mainly meant for CTET Paper 2, and in the last class we started an NCERT series. You have all understood. You have also know that the CTET Paper 2. If you are taking Maths and Science, then you have to study the NCERT syllabus of 6th standard up to 8th. And if you are studying up to 10th level, it's very good. So in the last class honors, we have started NCERT series and have completed 2 chapters of standard 6. Now we are moving to the next chapter, and that is a third chapter we are going to discuss in the particular class. So hope you have understood those classes, and let's start and move to the next one. So listen here, the third chapter, that is mindful eating, a path to a healthy body. So this chapter is mainly concerned with a healthy body. That's what you have to do for maintaining a healthy body. That is what discussed in this particular chapter. So let us start the chapter. Here, certain examples and activities are given. And here, from the following chart, we can see a different traditional food items, and that is followed in various states of India. As far as Punjab is considered, locally grown crops are maize, wheat, chickpea, and pulses, and their traditional food items are makki di roti, sasan da saag, chola bhature, paratha, halwa, kheer, etc., etc. And the beverages beverages used by them were lassi, cha, milk, tea, etc. And so, as we are considering the Karnataka state, Karnataka, those locally grown crops are rice, ragi, urad, and coconut. And the traditional food items eaten by them are idli, dosha, sambar, coconut chutney, ragi, etc., etc. And the beverages buttermilk, coffee, tea, etc. So, as far as while considering the two states, while considering Punjab and Karnataka, you can see the variety in food items. And the first you have to first you can see that different types of crops are grown here. That is, the crops which are grown in Punjab are not grown in Karnataka. That is, those crops are grown, or those and that is the weather as well as crops are suitable to grow, or the weather is very suitable for those crops which are those crops, that is maize, wheat, etc. And that is the weather seeds in Punjab is suitable for those crops. And as far as rice and ragi are considered, the climate is not suitable for that is Punjab to grow rice, ragi, coconut, etc. So as far as while considering the different states in India, we can see different types of crops are grown in different states. That is that is these crops are grown according to their climate. The climatic condition should be, or the weather or the climate should be matched, should be suitable. That must be suitable for this particular crops to be grown. So that is what discussed in a particular chart. It's clear for you. Here you can see these food items are of many kinds. Traditional food items are of many types. There is in various regions of India, the choice of food may vary according to cultivation of food crops in the particular region, taste, preference, culture, and traditions. Okay, that is in various regions of India, the choice of food may vary. That the choice of food may vary according to what? According to the cultivation of food crops. So what types of food crops are cultivated? Based on that, the choice of food also varies. That this cultivation of food is based on a particular region, that according to the taste preference, culture, traditions, etc. As it is mentioned in the particular chart, that is those crops which are grown in Punjab is not grown in Karnataka, because the taste of people in these states are different. So different crops are grown here according to the taste preference, according to their culture, traditions, etc. Is it clear for you? So that is what mentioned here. Food, the choice of food may vary according to the cultivation of food crops in particular region, taste, preference, culture, and traditions. So next one, moving to the next one, that is the food habits vary across states. That is, our food choice as well as practice of food preparation may differ from one another. Is it clear for you? Now, the methods of cooking, that is also different in different places. That is chulha, that is a traditional stove is once used for cooking purpose. Now, most of them are using modern gas stoves. Then once silbatta, then stone grinder was used, and now traditional method, those with traditional methods are not used now. Now modern methods, modern techniques are used. So modern technology is used. Then electrical grinder took place of the stone grinder. That is changes in cooking over time. That is what cooking tools over time. Now those cooking practice, also called culinary practices, have changed over time. That is, those cooking practices have changed over time. Once we were using chulha, now in that place modern gas stove is preferred by most of the people. And likewise, that is due to the factors such as technological development, improved transportation, better communication, certain changes also took place in cooking practices. So now, moving to the next one, there is a main factor of the content in this particular chapter, that is components of food. So, food is one of the basic necessity of man. So, without food, man cannot survive for a long. So, have you ever missed a meal? How do you feel when you miss a meal? We feel tired and less energetic when we do not eat for some time. So, without consuming food, or if you are not have eaten anything, or if you are not taken any proper meal, then you feel tired and less energetic. So, what is the importance? So, what is the importance of food in your life? What do you think a marathon runner drinks glucose water during and after a race? So, why is this marathon runner drinks glucose water during and after a race? That is, by drinking this glucose water, the person attains energy. So, in order to attain energy to perform the particular race, he is consuming or taking glucose water. So here, the glucose provides instant energy, isn't it? Glucose is taken by a marathon runner to, to participate in a particular race, and that energy is instantly provided by the glucose to the particular runner. This glucose provides instant energy and is an example of carbohydrate. So glucose is an example of carbohydrate, and instant energy can be provided by glucose. Then what is a carbohydrate? Carbohydrates are one of the primary source of energy in our diet. So in our diet, one of the primary source of energy, which is one of the primary source of energy, that is carbohydrate. So glucose is an example of carbohydrate, and the primary source of energy in your diet is carbohydrate. Then cereals like wheat, rice and maize, vegetables like potato and sweet potato, and fruits like banana, pineapple and mango are some source of carbohydrates. Here you have to understand the point that carbohydrate is one of the primary source of energy in your diet, and glucose is an example of carbohydrate, and carbohydrates can provide instant energy. And some of the examples of carbohydrate giving food items are cereals like wheat, rice and maize, vegetables like potato and sweet potato, and fruits like banana, pineapple, mango, etc. Now, do you know the common sugar is also a type of carbohydrate? Yes, common sugar is also a type of carbohydrate. Then besan or wheat flour, that is atta and ghee, are among the main ingredients of laddus, along with corn, that is edible gums, nuts and seeds. That is wheat flour, besan. These are all main ingredients of laddus. Here also, what is the main source of energy? That is carbohydrate. Then ghee and various kinds of oils are grouped under kind of food component which is called fat. Another source of energy is fat. That is ghee and various kinds of oils are grouped under the kind which type of food they are under the they are under the kind of food, that is fat. That is, source of fat can be from plants or animals. So that is, what is it? We have now going to study about what is meant by fat. Fat is also another source of from fat, that is from the food which we consume. From the food which is fat rich food, there also we have getting energy. Source of fats can be from plants or animals. So plants, we get this source of plants from both animals or plants. That is, nuts such as groundnuts, walnuts, coconuts, and almonds, and seeds such as pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds are examples of a source of fat. So fat is also a source of energy, but you have to notice that it is a source of stored energy. You have studied that carbohydrate is the primary source of energy. Now, next one we also studying fat is also a source of energy. But here you have to consider the point, that is, it is a source of stored energy. Carbon can be consumed instantly, whereas fat is a source of stored energy. So that is what we discussed here. And have to also understand that fat can be consumed. Fat, the source of fat can be both animals as well as plants. That is nuts, that which are groundnuts, walnuts, coconuts, and almonds, and seeds, etc. are that belong to plants. So these are also source of what fat. That is you have to understand. Now next one, carbohydrates. So all along you have to understand the point that carbohydrates and fats provide us energy for performing various activities. So the energy source, the primary source of energy in our diet is carbohydrates and fats. These carbohydrates and fats provide us energy for performing various activities. So you have to you have that we must have certain energy to perform more of the activities, and this energy which is utilized to perform various activities are provided by from carbohydrates and fat rich foods. So when we consume carbohydrates and fat rich foods, we are getting energy for performing various activities within our body or other activities, etc. So these carbohydrates and fats are called energy giving foods. So they are rich source of energy. So they are known as energy giving foods. So first point, carbohydrates and fats provide us energy for performing various activities, and they are called energy giving foods. These are the two important points you have to study here. Then have to examples you have already studied. Let's say you have to study, you have already studied, mentioned, it is also mentioned above. So I am not telling it once more. So they're also all about energy giving foods. So carbohydrates and fats provide us energy for performing various activities, and they are called energy giving foods. Now, here you have studied the one important point that fat is a stored energy. Fat means it provides stored energy. It is a source of stored energy. If you look at this picture, here polar bears accumulate a lot of fat under their skin. This fat serves as an energy source. It supports them during their months-long winter sleep, that is hibernation, enabling them to survive without eating. So these polar bears accumulate a lot of fat under their skin. And this skin, that means this fat under the skin serves as an energy source. And when they are during winter they will be in a long winter sleep, that is hibernation. During that period, the energy they are receiving from this fat, which is served under which is stored under their skin. So that helps them to survive without eating during that period. So fat is a source of stored energy. Now moving to the next one, proteins. Here we are studying the different components of food. First one is study carbohydrates. They are energy rich food. No, carbohydrates provides energy. Next one, fat. Fat is also stored energy. The third one we are going to study is proteins. They are also an important part of our food. Milk products and pulses are good source of protein. So here milk products as well as pulses are good source of protein. Now the 2 points, it is proteins are important part of food, and here proteins, which are the main good source of proteins, that is milk products and pulses. Here sports persons need proteins in larger quantities to build their muscles. People get proteins in plants as well as animals. So in order to build up their muscles, the sports person require more proteins, and that means in large quantities. They require proteins in large quantities to build up their muscles. And the proteins can be consumed from plants as well as animals. Some excellent plant source of proteins are pulses, beans, peas, and nuts. We have studied nuts are also example for stored, that is examples for fat. Here from nuts we are also receiving proteins, that is plant source of protein are pulses, beans, peas, and nuts. Here proteins can be consumed, can be obtained from plants as well as animals. The animal source of proteins are milk, paneer, egg, fish, and meat. So protein-rich foods help in growth and repair of our body. So he has studied that the sportsmen require more protein. That means they require food which contain more protein in order to build up their muscles. So protein-rich foods helps in growth and repair of our body. So if there if the protein-rich foods helps us to grow, as well as if there occurs any damage or any wound in our body, the protein-rich foods helps to for curing the particular wound or repair of our body. Protein food helps to repair our body. So they are also considered as body building foods. So which are the primary? So which are energy giving foods? Carbohydrates and fats are energy giving foods. Now proteins, as far as proteins are concerned, they help us in growth and repair of our body. So they are known as body building foods. Here, note the point. Which are the main sources of protein? Protein can be consumed plants as well as animals, and protein-rich foods help in growth and repair of the body, and hence they are known as body building foods. Is it clear for you? Next one. The right amount of protein must be included in a diet of growing children for their proper growth and development. So, for the proper growth and development for the growing children, the diet of the growing children should be that diet should contain the right amount of protein. So, if a growing children is concerned, that growing children should include the right amount of protein in their diet for their proper growth and development. As far as protein is concerned, it helps in the growth and repair of body. And when you're talking about the growing children, they require more protein. They require, that means the correct amount of protein should be available in their diet, so as for their proper growth and development. Now, which of these food components are part of your daily diet? Why do you think we are advised to include servings of fruits, vegetables, and other plant-based foods in our daily diet? Let us understand important some other food components by reading following cases. So, here mushrooms. As far as mushrooms are concerned, they are also a good source of protein. Please listen here. Mushrooms are also a good source of protein. They grow mostly in dark and moist places. They are also a good source of protein. And listen here. We have studied carbohydrates and fats are source of energy. Then proteins are they help in the growth and repair of body. Next one, we are going to study about another important components of food. Before that, scurvy. It's a disease caused due to the deficiency of vitamin C. You have already studied about it. You must have known that. Here, lemons and oranges help in curing scurvy. So, scurvy can be cured by taking lemons and oranges. And scurvy is caused by deficiency of vitamin C. And vitamin C, we have studied lemons and oranges helps in curing scurvy. That means vitamin C is present in lemons and oranges. They are considered citrus fruits and that helps in curing scurvy. So, vitamin C is rich in lemons and oranges. They are considered citrus fruits and they are very helpful in curing the particular disease scurvy. So, deficiency of vitamin C causes scurvy. It can be cured by using the particular citrus fruits like lemons and oranges. Next one, in the first example, it is discussed here. That is a sailor. It is in earlier times during long voyages, sailors often suffered from bleeding and swollen gums. It is during long voyages, in earlier times, sailors often suffered from bleeding and swollen gums. During a voyage in 1746, a Scottish physician, James Lind, observed that sailors who consumed lemons and oranges recovered from these symptoms. The bleeding and swollen gums are symptoms of a disease called scurvy. So, the particular physician, he observed that the sailors who consumed lemons and oranges, they recovered from the following symptoms like bleeding and swollen gums. So, from that he understood that bleeding and swollen gums are symptoms of a particular disease, scurvy, and the scurvy is due to deficiency of vitamin C. So, supplement of vitamin C. Scurvy is caused due to deficiency of vitamin C. So, supplement of vitamin C should be provided to those persons to recover from this scurvy. And vitamin C is present in citrus fruits like lemons and oranges. That is what discussed here. In the case 2, Indian scientists found that among the human population in Himalayan region and the northern plains of India, symptoms of swelling at the front of neck were prevalent. As per the norms of Government of India, an effort was made to supplement common salt with iodine for preparing iodized salt. So, in 1960s, Indian scientists found out that those people living in Himalayan region and northern plains of India, they they have developed symptoms of swelling at the front of the neck, and that is common in most of the people. As per the norms of Government of India, an effort was made to supplement common cold with iodine for preparing iodized salt. So there iodized for preparing iodized salt, that common salt that is supplied with iodine. And this iodine, so iodized salt was prepared uh, for the consumption particular area. The consumption of iodized salt visibly reduced above symptoms. These symptoms were due to a deficiency of iodine in the soil of this region, resulting in a lack of iodine in local food and water supply. So that from this, it was clear that the person, those symptoms, the swelling at the neck, front of the neck, were due to the deficiency of iodine, and that deficiency of iodine, that is due to deficiency, the iodine was deficient in soil of the particular region, so that was not provided in the particular region. So the food which were consuming and the water they were drinking were not rich in iodine, it lacked iodine. So there is occurred swelling at the front of the neck, and that was one of the symptom of a disease called goiter. So here, what do you understand from this? When iodized salt was provided for them, that swelling in the front neck or that disease goiter was vanished from that area. So that is iodized salt is a simply common salt mixed require qualities of salts of iodine. This iodized salt is simply a common salt that's mixed with required quantities of salts of iodine. That is what you have to study there. Now, listen here. It's a chart which shows the different types of food components. Here we have studied the food components, carbohydrate, proteins, then fats. Now we are going to study the another food component is vitamins. These food components should be they should be present in our diet. That is food component vitamins as well as minerals. Vitamin A. This vitamin A is a major food component. That vitamin A, its function. What is the function of this vitamin A? We have to eat or we have to consume food with vitamin A. And this vitamin A, what are the functions of vitamin A? It keeps eyes and skin healthy. And what is the source of vitamin A? Papaya, carrot, mango, and milk are some source of vitamin A. Which deficiency disease or disorder is caused due to deficiency of vitamin A? That is loss of vision. And what are the symptoms of deficiency of vitamin A? It is poor vision, loss of vision and darkness or night blindness, sometimes complete loss of vision. So, next we are going to study the food component, that means vitamins as well as minerals. First we are moving to this topic vitamin. Here vitamin A, D, E and K. That means this much vitamins are there in our food. It's A, D, E and K. And B and C. That is, those are fat soluble vitamins as well as water soluble vitamins. So A, D, E, K. That is, first one we are going to study vitamin A. There vitamin A. Vitamin A keeps eyes and skin healthy. And papaya, carrot, mango, milk are good source of vitamin A. And the deficiency disease caused to vitamin A is loss of vision. That is, symptoms is poor vision, loss of vision darkness. That is night blindness. Sometimes complete loss of vision. So now we are going to study about the another component of food, that is vitamins and minerals. So we have studied about carbohydrate, proteins and fat. Now we are going to study about another food component, is vitamins as well as minerals. Before that, we have already studied in the smaller classes that vitamins are of two types, it is fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamins. Vitamin A, D, E, K are fat soluble vitamins, whereas vitamin B and C are water soluble vitamins. And now we have to move into the topic one by one. That is vitamin A. Now vitamin A, the function of vitamin A is to keep eyes and skin healthy. And what is the source of vitamin A? Milk are the source of vitamin A. What is the deficiency disease or disorder of vitamin A? It is loss of vision. So symptoms is poor vision, loss of vision, and the deficiency disease is night blindness, and sometimes complete loss of vision occurs. Then vitamin B1. That B1, when B means water soluble vitamin. Its functions is it keeps heart healthy and supports body to perform various functions. So it keeps heart healthy and supports the body to perform various functions. Which are the primary, the main source of vitamin B1? Legumes, nuts, whole grains, seeds, milk products, etc. are some source of vitamin B1. And what is the deficient disease caused by vitamin B1? That is beriberi. And what are the symptoms of particular disease beriberi? Swelling, tingling or burning sensation, feet and hands, trouble in breathing. Swelling, tingling or burning sensation, feet and hands, trouble in breathing. Then moving to the next one, vitamin C. It helps body to fight diseases. It helps body to fight disease. And what is the source of vitamin C? Amla, guava, green chili, orange, lemon, etc. Source of vitamin C. And what is the disease caused by vitamin C? Deficiency of vitamin C. Scurvy is a disease caused with deficiency of vitamin C. And what are symptoms? Bleeding gums, slow healing of wounds. Then vitamin D. Vitamin D. What is the function of vitamin D? It helps body absorb calcium for bone and teeth health. So calcium absorption is possible for bone and teeth health by means of this vitamin D. So vitamin D is not included in our diet, then that is calcium absorption becomes a very big task. Next one, source of vitamin D. Exposure to sunlight, milk, butter, fish, eggs. So vitamin D, we can consume vitamin D mainly through the exposure to sunlight. It is synthesized within our body. And milk, butter, that is vitamin D is synthesized within our skin. And when you are exposed to sunlight. And milk, butter, fish, and eggs require vitamin D in very low amount. One is vitamin D. That's vitamin D helps our body to absorb calcium for bone and teeth health. And exposure to sunlight, milk, butter, fish, eggs are the source of vitamin D. So vitamin D is absorbed by that is it is synthesized within our body. That is it is obtained from milk and butter, fish, eggs etc. in lower quantity. That is this source of food contains vitamin D in lesser quantities. And what is the disease caused by vitamin D? Rickets, a disease caused due to deficiency of vitamin D. That is what the symptoms is soft and bent bones. Soft and bent bones are due to the deficiency of vitamin D. And calcium. Calcium, what is functions of the mineral calcium? Calcium is a mineral. It keeps bones and teeth healthy. Calcium keeps bones and teeth healthy. What are the source of calcium? Milk, soya milk, curd, cheese, paneer, etc. are the source of calcium. And what is the deficiency? What is the deficiency of calcium? That is, the deficiency of calcium leads to bone and tooth decay. That means weak bones and tooth decay are symptoms of calcium deficiency. Then next one, iodine. Iodine helps to perform physical and mental activities. So physical and mental activities are performed with the help of the mineral iodine. And seaweed, water chestnut, iodine salt, etc. are the source of iodine. And the next one, iron. Iron is an important compound of blood. So blood is a source of iron. Then green leaf vegetables, beetroot, pomegranate, etc. also source of blood. Then which is a deficiency disease of iron? So that's all for today. Hope you have understood the particular topic, and you have to study the content in the syllabus. In our syllabus, the content food is mentioned. So those facts which have to consider while studying the term food, which are the components of food, what's a balanced diet, those also are to be discussed in particular chapter. And this chapter will be continued in the next class. If you have satisfied this class, and if this class found to be useful to you, please subscribe this channel. Keep watching, and I shall upload further classes related to CTET. So we shall see in the next class. And till that's bye from me. Thank you.